and welcome to Arts in Review. This is your host, Julio Martinez, celebrating the best in live theater and cabaret in the greater Los Angeles area. Today we have a yin and yang of LA theater. I have two guests. In studio, I have Doug Haverty, who is a wonderful actor and is the artistic director of the group Repertory Theater, who is doing a new show to Group Repertory Theater. It's called the New Work Summer Festival. And this is new. You haven't done this before, have you?
No, we haven't. This comes out of our playwrights unit, which was a group of playwrights started by Lonnie Chapman, and we just recently revived it, and we are working on about 25 new plays. So I like to think of it as like a little nursery, and we're raising these new plays, and this is the first time we're going to show some of them to the public. So I'm very excited about it.
How do you come up with 25 new plays? I didn't think you had that many people in your writer's workshop.
We do. And you just encourage them, nurture. And some of these plays, we would have the first reading where it was barely rehearsed. And I cried afterwards just because it was so amazing to think that we were creating these new works and they have so much potential.
I found it interesting. I wrote down the name of your opening play, which is Steel Birds by Anastasia Rukowski. It's an adaptation of Chekhov's Three Sisters, set in Oahu, Hawaii, on the brink of America entering the Second War. Now, that's pretty dramatic.
It is, and it's wonderful. It's, it's looking at Chekhov in a completely different light, and Anastasia's done a wonderful job.
And she's directing it as well.
Yes. These are staged readings. So this little festival is all staged readings.
Now, you are not alone here at KPFK Studio B. I also have Taruko Nakajima.
Yes.
And your solo show did very well at the recent Hollywood Fringe Festival.
Thank you.
And you're now currently running at the Dory Theater, running through July 31st.
Yes.
In fact, you perform tonight, don't you?
Yes, I'm going to perform after this awesome radio talk show at 8 p.m.
And your performances after tonight are July 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 29th, 30th, and 31st.
Yes.
And then you're going to take the show on the road.
Yes. Thank you.
I have to ask, Made in America, can you give us a description of what the show's about?
Yes. The show's about my shocking, raw autobiography about my true story. And this is a thank you letter to America, because America really saved me. And I was born and raised in Tokyo, Japan, and I chose to immigrate to America by myself for a reason. And of course, it's like everybody else, like everybody's life is always very hard. Of course, my life was very not easy, so it's very hard too. But America never let me die. America always there to help. And even though I said that in the show, even though there are so many issues and painful history, America always keeps fighting for a better future. And I love America. So.
You bring a lot of subjects into
it.
Women, first-generation immigrants, mental health, domestic violence, child abuse, sexual abuse, and suicide.
Yes. And for anyone who suffers and needs help, I wanted to be there for them. And my show brings awareness. And at first I was thinking, this is supposed to be a not only comedy, but more, fun, because I am not just a serious person. I'm actually cheeky and cute, funny, and super sexy dynamite. So I think my show is not just serious, heavy matters, But my show has been very impactful for so many people, and I realized every time when I do the show, so many people, men and women, they reach out to me and say, it happened to me before too. I totally understood your story, and, they're related to my story, and it became so important for me to hear their voices because I felt like I am not alone anymore. They helped me, and I actually helped them too. So it's very important for...
Now, you've been a professional singer.
Yes.
And you can dance.
Thank you.
Do you incorporate that in your show?
Not singing specifically, but I do dance a lot. I do dance as a little Taruko when I was 4 years old. I danced as a professional salsa dancer when I was in New York. And I will keep adding dancing to the show. Yes.
That is good.
Thank you.
Now, Doug, I keep expecting you to disappear, but you don't.
Sorry?
We did a show together last winter, and you made an announcement that you might be retiring and moving to Florida. I was very happy you're still here.
Well, I have not retired. I am becoming bicoastal. So I'm going to live sometime most time in LA, sometime in Florida. And we're going to do your show again.
Oh, good.
This Christmas. Christmas Time Origins. Really looking forward to it.
I'm happy to as well.
Yeah.
And how did this come about? How did the whole idea of Made in America come about?
Well, our show, it's a New Work Summer Festival, and periodically throughout the year, we show our new plays that have been developed in-house to the public. And we were taking a break getting ready for our 50th anniversary, which kicks off in October. And we thought, let's do a whole bunch of these together, and maybe there would be synergy that it's a festival instead of salt and peppering them throughout the year. So we normally present these to the public on 2 nights, but it's usually spread out over the year. So that's why we decided to put it all together and maybe have some synergy.
You're running July 26th through September 7th.
Yes.
And all performances are at 8 p.m. and admission is free.
Yes.
That's amazing. And this is at your main theater at the Lonnie Chapman Theater, located at 10900 Burbank Boulevard in North Hollywood. And for the performance schedule and current health and safety rules, please visit www.thegrouprep.com, or you can receive more information by calling 818-763-5990.
That's right.
Good. I got that right.
Yeah.
And I recognize many of the names here. It's too many to be reading on the air, but you practically have your whole ensemble here.
Well, we are a rep company. We're the group rep. So this is another chance for us to engage a lot of members who are writing, directing, and acting. And so it is a form of repertory.
Uh-huh. Oh, I want to also reiterate that your performances, Teruko, are all at 8 p.m. as well, right? Your performances at the theater are at 8 o'clock?
Yes.
8 p.m.
All the shows at 8 p.m. Yes. And
to get tickets, you got to go to www.hollywoodfringe.org/projects/7419. That's a lot to remember.
Or I can say hff.hff22.co/7419.
Yes. It's when you're doing theater where a lot of things happen, you get a lot of things to read.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Teruko,
yes.
You were born in Japan.
Yes, I was born in Tokyo, Japan.
What age did you come out here?
When I was 22, I would say 22. I had to be here to study more before I moved out here. So I came here very often when I was 20 and 21. But finally, I moved to the States when I was 22.
So are you here permanently?
Of course. I am a proud American, too.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
And how did you get involved in theater?
My parents are artists, and
Your mother's a dancer.
Yes, thank you for remembering. Yes, and my father was a violinist, and arts, like any kind of art, was always around my house. So I always loved to do something, and I decided to be a star. And I started dancing, singing, doing anything. So that's in me, and I didn't think about anything other than doing performance art growing up.
And when did you think about doing a one-person show?
Thank you for asking. So 6 months ago, my BFF Susan sang. She's a great actor, and she told me, Teruko, Hollywood is not gonna understand you. You know, I'm so unique and different. Why don't you do your show to show the Hollywood or everybody that I'm not a character. I'm the serious, authentic myself, and my voice is not a character. I have accent, and I am very cheeky, happy person, and why don't you do your show? And I was like, that's so true. I should do my own show and giving everybody my voice. And I was so confused what kind of stuff I should do. And my finest director, Mr. John Flynn, he's also a great actor and writer. Both are from UCB, the comedy school. And they helped me to build up my story. And 6 months later, I just realized that, they gave me a masterpiece.
And currently, you can be seen in your show Made in America. It's running Friday, July 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. And all performances are 8 p.m. And this is at HollywoodFringe.org projects/7419. Group rep, sir, Doug Haverty.
Yes.
You're the artistic director. How did you guys come to the decision what plays to do and when you were going to do them?
We've for the past several years we've had a season and solicited subscribers, and so we were coming up on our 50th anniversary, which is a huge event for any intimate theater that anyone could survive that many years. I can't tell you how many times we've said, are we going to be able to stay open next week? And so we wanted plays that felt like they had that kind of momentous occasion. So that's how we took about 6 months to arrive at the plays, and then you have to apply for the rights, and some of the plays we wanted we couldn't get. So it's a little bit like you sort of have to rely on the alchemy of the fates and the minds that are putting it together.
Now, the New Works Festival are all brand new works. They're unpublished, right?
Oh, yes, they are brand spanking new. So our process is the playwright reads the play on a Saturday morning, and we have a discussion, and then they can go away and rewrite. And then we present it to the entire company on a Monday night, and there's a discussion, and they can go away and rewrite. And then they can apply for what we call a two-nighter. That's where we do it for the public for free for 2 nights. So it's a staged reading. And you sort of get to see it up on its feet, what it could be like. So that's what this festival is 8 two-nighters. And it's all free. And it's like you'll see some actors from another reading and some you'll see new ones. So it's like a rep company's doing it.
Now, are you a creative artist in this as well as an actor? Did you create one of the plays?
I did create one of the 25 plays we're working on, but we didn't schedule it in this festival. Yes, I am also a playwright, so I'm working on a play for this too. But I'm also in some of these readings.
Now, you have the schedule in front of you. Can you read what's coming up?
Sure. July 26th and 27th is Steel Birds by Anastasia Rakowski. August 8th and 9th is Surviving Frank Lloyd Wright by
God.
Tom Lazarus. It's about the Hollyhock House. August 14th and 15th is 1838 by Tamir Yarden. August 16th and 17th is Love or Best Offer by Phil Olson. August 23rd and 24th is Auto Sext by Susie London. August 28th and 29th is The Trials of John Rock by Stevie Stern. August 30th and 31st is Morning Song by Brent Bierman. And we close out the festival on September 6th and 7th with The Altruist by Bill Fitzhugh.
Now, are these all readings?
Yes.
Yes.
These are staged readings where the actors move around the stage, but they're carrying their scripts in hand.
I take it you don't have any musical comedies in this.
Not this time. Now, we have developed musicals in this process, and it's a very time-consuming thing because the actors have to learn all the songs. So it's a little bit of a different animal, but I love developing new musicals.
Oh, yeah. It's nice to put musicians to work and go through all that.
And just create new musicals. I mean, I would love eventually for us to become like a source where people would come to us and say, do you have any plays about, three sisters? Or whatever they're looking for. I'd love to become a source where people come to us and see what we're doing.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, once this is over, then you're going to launch your season.
Yes. Our 50th anniversary season starts on October 6th.
I'm going to give you the chance to do the premiere broadcast of what your season is.
Oh, wow. Okay. We're going to open up with Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap. The Mousetrap opened on October 6th, 1952. We're going to open it on October 6th, 2022. On 70th anniversary. It's our 50th. It's her 70th. Then we're going to do Promises in December. Harold and Maude in February, The Laramie Project in April, Mornings at 7 in June, and David Ives' version of A Flea in Her Ear in August.
Now, the musical Promises, that's a very difficult musical. I'm trying to remember the composer. Darn it!
It's Bacharach and David.
Yeah, Bacharach and David.
Yeah,
and they have all these competing rhythms. And so, how big of a band are you going to have for that?
Oh, we haven't decided the size of the band, but what we are going to have is pit voices.
Oh, really?
Do you remember the pit voices?
Yes.
A friend of mine, Ilona Simon, is an opera singer from Germany, and she became friends with Bacharach and David. They were working with her, and they said, you have to come to America and be a pit voice in Promises. So this German successful opera star came to America to be in the orchestra pit. They had 3 girls who sang and backup, oohs and ahs, so it sounded like the records.
Right.
And I want to do that.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Now, I have to ask you, madam, you said once you're done with this tour, you're going to go to other theaters, right?
Yes, I'd love to, yes.
Yes. Now, you're going to a theater in San Francisco and one in San Diego.
I'd love to, yes.
Yeah. And what are your plans after that? Are you going to develop a new show?
Yes, so my ultimate goal is to do this show as a comedy special on networks or any streaming services.
You're not very ambitious, but that's all right. Go ahead.
And I wanted to do anything films or TV show to reach out to everyone possible. Yes, and I totally forgot to tell you about this, but I've been carrying my dog, and her name is Titi, and Titi is gonna be in the show too. So she's also a performer in this show.
Can she break on too?
Not yet, but I'll teach her. Yes. I'm sure she's going to be a great dancer,
Well,
too.
she's been a very, very good
Yes.
in-studio guest. Hasn't made them sound.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Does she
Thank
sing?
her.
She doesn't sing, but she's like... It's cute, yes.
You've trained her well.
Yeah.
And I want to thank my guests in studio, Doug Haverty and, excuse me, Teruko Nakajima. And I'm looking forward to seeing both your works, the yin and the yang of everything.
Right.
Yes, thank you.
So I have to ask you, Doug, you're going to be here in L.A. You going to take off for Florida at all at any time?
Yeah. I teach at a local design school, and so I will, when we're on break, I'll go to Florida.
Okay. Well, I want to come see your work.
Okay.
And I want to come see both your works. I want to thank you both for Arts in Review. This is your host, Julio Martinez, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.